Welcome back, everybody. Now I just wanted to show you guys this real quick. Look at them, standing right in perfect place. It's like they're facing off. At least that's how I'm interpreting it. Alright. Time to take Beatrice out with our blue theory. I feel like... What? This song is a remix. Is it a remix of, like, all the witch themes in the game thus far? Or am I just crazy? Yes, let the dead sleep, for crying out loud. Hell yeah, you have! It's about time to finish things up and go home to the little sister that sacrificed everything, and I mean everything, to save you. For once, she's not running away. Let's do this. With the 18th person X, the Kinzo is dead theory, and everything remaining is pierced. George and Jessica's death in the 4th game can also be explained by the culprit X, and the 5 who escaped from the dungeon were killed, and the 2 in the gardening shed, and Marie in the end. All of those can be explained with the 18th person of X. There's nothing strange at all. That's right. And considering the fact that his name was Kinzo, it works. Beatrice, there's no escaping. The final counterattack? All of those magic? Beatrice, come on. That's a weak argument from everything that I've learned through this game. Through using Devil's Proof, Hempel's Raven, and of course, Schrodinger's cat, we can easily explain this. Yeah, your magic could exist, but I don't see it. When I fix Maria's pumpkin marshmallow. Rosa was the only one to have witnessed it. Yeah, no, not really. And one of those people were you, Butler. Chapter 2 is the biggest mystery. Stalemate? Magic exists because magic exists. I believe that the rules are Brawn Tube Trial. Yes! That's right, Schrodinger's cat. That could have happened and it could have not happened. It's a weak argument, Beatrice. You didn't even try speaking in red. Almost as if you couldn't. Almost as if this is the truth. There was no witch to begin with. There was never magic. And because of that, you lose. We have finally won. You know, until something else happens that I don't know about. Beatrice was a very good opponent. She's tricked us all the way up to this point. But 4 games in, she couldn't even last any more than that, apparently. So there was a possibility in another world that she did do that. But here you are, Beatrice. Stuck in your life decisions. That wouldn't be a victory. Oh, the rain. The rain. This was the one thing about Umineko I didn't like, was the constant rain. I mean, it's symbolic here, but I just don't like rain. Wait, what? Butler, you can... Unless you don't trust the fact that that'll work... What, his favorite move? Is Beatrice having an internal crisis? So there's more. Because we're not idiots. If we let you escape, then we can't leave. Not to mention you killed all of his family and his friends. You deserve justice. That's right. After being tricked once, Baller isn't someone to be tricked again. He did state in the very beginning that he was going to torture her with these endless battles. Maybe this is it. So we could have ended it all here. But it wouldn't have been right. The only way to beat Beatrice is to fully and wholeheartedly crush her. They're still not over. Can't pull out the blue truth of the 18th person X. Kinzo is already dead at the start of the time for all the games. However, this means that you can take one person out. Before I proclaimed that no more than 18 humans existed on this island, I will now lower that by 1 for Kinzo. No more than 17 humans exist on this island. That excludes any 18th person. In short, this 18th person X does not exist. This applies to all games. That's the Beatrice we know. So it made it look like there were 18 all along, when in fact, Kinzo was dead from the very beginning. Once more from the beginning. Finally. Enough messing around. There is nothing strange about the murder of the 6 relatives that were found in the gardening shed in the beginning. Crime was possible for any of those who didn't have an alibi. That's right, the chains. Both were killed by another person. It's not the case that after the construction of the closed room, one of them committed suicide after committing murder. Furthermore, the murder was carried out by both the victims. Carried out with both the victims and the penetration in the same room. No method exists for the perpetrator to commit murder from outside the room. Suppose that the culprit was a human without an alibi. In other words, the dead. Among the first 6 corpses, there were some made indefinable because of their faces were smashed. One possible theory is that one was actually a fake corpse, and that was culprit X. He killed those 2 after pretending to be a victim and hiding away. Then after the closed room murder was constructed, the culprit had hid under the bed and waited for all of us to leave. All of the survivors have alibis. Let us include the dead as well. In short, no kind of human or dead person on the island could have killed Cannon. If no one could kill him, then he might as well have been the one to kill. Meaning Cannon might have killed himself. Cannon did not commit suicide. It means that it could have been an accident. Anakin died for a reason that was neither suicide nor homicide. The details are unknown, but he died from an accident. Due to the devil's proof, I refuse to explain what kind of blunder could have been led to the accidental death where the stakes were driven into his chest. That's right! If you guys remember, devil's proof states that while the existence of evidence can prove something, the lack of the existence of evidence does not disprove it. That was the very first evil, magic, lord, whatever, messed up logic that was introduced into this game. Genji, Nanjo, and Kumasara. Maria, who was in the same room, did not kill them. And of course, all the 3 deaths were all due to homicide. We can explain this, the one who performed the murder with culprit X, who hid away using an unidentified corpse. In the first place, their 3 faces were also smashed. It's completely possible that one of them was a body double corpse. Regarding unidentified corpses, all of their identities are guaranteed. Therefore, no body double tricks exist. Then you can explain it with the simultaneous murders. I think this is actually the first time that I'm outright reading what's going on, but damn it, it's important to the construct of this entire argument. Each of them had a gun, pointed it clockwise, and blew each other's faces off at the same time. After that, Maria collected those guns and hid them. Ridiculous, yes, but it works! You can't deny that it works, Beatrice. And we're actually going to end things off right here with that flustered face of hers that I love oh so dearly as much as that grin. So until then, guys, we're going to continue down the rabbit hole and explain the entire events of Rokenjima up to the 4th game. So until then, guys, I will see you then.